What's up, everybody? I am Seth Ponder, and I'm here to start sharing some things about like different PDs and stuff going on. I was asked to do something about Twitter School. I love Twitter. If you want to follow along, you can hit that QR code with your device and follow along, or I'll share this in the description below. So here we go. Few things I want to talk to you about are some basic digital citizenships, talk a little bit about social media, and then just how educators use Twitter. So social media is everywhere, right? So it's just websites and applications that enable users to create and share content all over the world, right, in social networks. Last year, I asked my students, and they said about 91% of them are on some kind of social media. How many social medias are there? There's just tons of them. They are everywhere. You can get all kinds of apps on your phone. You could probably fill up your phone with all the different social media apps. The popular ones are these right here. And thanks to the Lori Lewis and the official chat, this is a really cool one from 2017. We can see that 452,000 tweets were sent on average every 60 seconds. 4.1 million views on YouTube every minute. Last I heard, there's something like 48 hours of video uploaded every minute. So that's crazy numbers. Students love Snapchat, really popular with the students, and everyone loves Netflix. This video is a few years old, and I like it. I'm not going to show it, but I will attach it in the description below. It does a great job explaining what is digital citizenship, and be a digital citizen. And we'll talk about that here. You know, citizenship, we want everyone to be a good citizen. We want our teachers to be good role models in the hallways and in the classroom. And then teaching doesn't stop at 3 o'clock or when that last bell hits. You know, we want teachers and principals and educators and staff members, they're on when they go to the grocery store, when they go to the neighborhood pool, when they're outside mowing their lawn and they see the students coming by. So we want to be good, positive role models. Digital citizenship means we're doing that same positive behavior and same positive modeling online. Our students see it, our kids see it. We should be the ones as parents, as teachers, being the right role models. Our students today, their digital footprint starts the day they were born. I'm guilty of my own kids. The day they were born, you know, my wife and I were so happy and wanted to share the news with all our family and friends that pictures showed up on Facebook. And so our kids are just there. This is their life. They will be on the internet from day one. Some people call digital citizenship their e-reputation. So who is teaching our students the right digital citizenship? There are great resources like Common Sense Media out there. There's great teachers out there that are doing this. And I personally think that it's just like teaching proper manners. It's just like teaching proper behavior. We should all be teaching this. What do we use social media for? Well, as a teacher, as a parent, I use it to communicate with teachers, to learn from teachers, to share with teachers, to share with family. I also use it to get my news, follow my favorite teams, and then keep up with friendships, keep up with my friends all around the world, keep up with my college buddies. Our students use it to share, to collaborate, to laugh, and to date, and to learn. One thing I haven't brought up is Tinder. We're not going to talk about that. I don't know anything about Tinder, but our students do. My college students have been talking about it. I'm not talking about it. And actually, the popular social media, we've got Facebook, we've got YouTube, are the top two. Students love Instagram. They love Snapchat. If this video is on here in the next 2 years, 3 years, it's going to change. It's changing all the time. If you have a social media or you're thinking about doing social media for your school or for your class, I would really start by checking your rights, checking your privacy acts, checking your copyright laws with your administrators, with your school board, with your bosses, with your HR, and just seeing what the rules are in your school first. Just don't do anything stupid, right? Couple things, we've all seen the news headlines with the politicians or the famous athletes or the celebrities saying something stupid and getting fined or getting in trouble or worse. Be that positive role model. So who do you think has the most followers on Twitter? It's not me. I'm not even close to these people. Katy Perry is killing it. And then these are the top 5. I will put the link to friends or follow this Twitter most followers. I will put this in the description below. It is always changing. It's always going up and down. And you can see where you land in the top 100. So why Twitter? Why am I talking about Twitter? There's great social medias, right? Facebook is good with teachers. YouTube is great with teachers. I'm going to talk to you right now about Twitter because I think Twitter is one of the best ones. It's for building relationships both inside and outside the classroom. I said extending your classroom. Like, it's not about the 4 walls anymore. You can contact an author of a book and have a conversation, and maybe even that leads into some video conferencing, or the author comes into your classroom. You can tweet to scientists, you can tweet to explorers, you can tweet to famous people, you can tweet to other teachers and start sharing ideas. As I was putting this together, I put out on Twitter, why do you use Twitter? And Ronald got back to us and said to learn more effective ways of teaching. The next person said, to connect and collaborate with others. It's learn more from my professional learning network than from many of my PD days at school. I'm sure that's not true for you, right? Our PDs are great. Okay, we'll move on. My buddy Matt Miller just put some awesome things on there. He does all these things, and I love following him. I love interacting with him, so much so that I would even consider him one of my friends right now. It started on Twitter. It started in the state of Indiana, where I'm from, where he's from, and just making those relationships. Miss Hoofer said, I'm on Twitter to learn more. It's a free and easy PD. Just got to follow the smart people, and that's what it's all about, right? You surround yourself with smart people, with positive people. It's all about positivity, and you will go far. Speaking of smart people, speaking of positive people, here's just, if you start on Twitter or you're just starting on Twitter, here are 4 people I suggest following. Don and Matt are from the state of Indiana, where I'm from. I love these 2 guys. I love following them. They have stretched me in sharing. They've challenged me, and I respect them, and I love them for that. I had the opportunity to meet John Carippo a few years ago and go to one of his PDs, and it was professionally life-changing for me. A book that I love is Kids Deserve It by Todd Neslony and Adam Welcome. That's why I put Adam on there. The whole Kids Deserve It push, the hashtag, is one of my favorites. Okay, so on Twitter, we've got tweets, right? So that's where when you write something, you are saying it out to the Twitter universe. And then the people that follow you are listening, they're reading, they're seeing it. There's direct messaging, which is essentially like a text message inside of Twitter. When you send a direct message to someone, it's just the same as sending a text message to them. They're the only ones that see that. You might see some blue check marks on Twitter. That means that they're verified by Twitter. Twitter has contacted that person and said, all right, that person's legit. That person is who they say they are. Retweets are, you might see this logo right here. that's, you can hit that if you like what you're seeing and you want to repeat what they're saying. Liking is, yeah, liking. And then, of course, hashtags are everywhere. Hashtags are when you have a hashtag in a tweet, you can click on that hashtag and then it's almost like a bookmark. It will create a column, it'll create a list of every tweet that has that same hashtag in it. When you're doing hashtags, make sure you're spelling correctly. Make sure, that could lead to a different hashtag. You don't want to do that. All right, enough talk. Let's get on Twitter. Let's see it. Please create an account. Start small, right? Create a profile. Add a nice picture of yourself and just follow some people. Follow some people, linger a little bit, get to know them, get comfortable, start saying some things, build out your professional learning network, your PLN, and then go from there. So here's what my Twitter looks like right at the beginning. I kind of mentioned, you start with a profile. You can put hashtags in it. You can put that's the school I'm at. A real nerdy thing that I like to do is over here every so often, just hit the see what your top tweets are, see what your activity is like, and you can break down your activity. But I'm a numbers dork and I love graphs, so that's just me. You can see who your followers, who's following you, who you are following. Likes, kind of, I use likes almost like bookmarks. Maybe I don't have time to read an article, so I hit that and then I can go back to it. But obviously I have 2,000 likes, so I also use it for other things too, and just letting people know that I like their stuff. They're doing a great job. So professional growth. Someone mentioned earlier that it is a free PD. It's a great PD. This right here, this weekly hashtag. So I'm going to click on this and I'll attach it below in the description. Here's an archive of all of the hashtags, all of the times that these conversations are happening. Here are some that just don't have, you can hashtag it at any time and people can just kind of check it. These are conversations that are happening. Now, it doesn't mean you can't tweet out something about Wisconsin ed chat outside of that time. You can definitely do that, but you might not get a response. One of my all-time favorite hashtags to follow, and I started just following it and then I started interacting it, is the Indiana Elearn hashtag. I'm from Indiana, so it helps. So it's Thursday evenings, 9 to 10. You get to know great educators. Find yours around your state, or start in your corporation or your school district. Something that might be handy is, as you get used to using Twitter, one thing is called tweetdeck.com. It helps you create columns for your Twitter. You can do it by hashtags, you can do it by your news, you can customize it by your lists and things like that. It's also helpful when you have a couple Twitter accounts. I assist with my high school one, I help out with my conference, and also a group of friends, really, we call ourselves the EdTech Heroes. We're just a whole bunch of nerds that like to share EdTech stuff. Please follow me on Twitter. It's at Seth Ponder. I'm happy to help you at any time. Go ahead and tweet me. Go ahead and follow me. I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to helping you out with whatever I can. Our students do so much great stuff. Twitter is just a great way to share all of their skills, all of their sports accomplishments, all of their art projects, all of their performing arts stuff with not only their parents, but all over the district, all over the state. We have great students in all of these schools. Let's just brag about them. Thanks so much. If you like it, throw a comment down below. Let me know what I can do better. Go ahead and share it. I hope this helps. And if you need anything, let me know. Peace.